Good afternoon, everyone. It's David Schlotthauer here with another detailed update on your weather forecast as we are tracking a pretty serious ice storm that is anticipated over Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee over the next couple of days. If you're new to the YouTube channel and you really like these videos, please consider subscribing if you're new, hitting the bell notification icon, liking the video, and sharing this video with your family and friends on social media. So we're taking a detailed look here at the latest NAM 3-kilometer model for Monday afternoon and evening when you're getting home from work, because these areas could get quite a bit of freezing rain and a little bit of sleet depending on where you're at. So this is at around 2 and 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we got a little bit of freezing rain that is still anticipated to pop up and to increase in intensity if you are in kind of the south central-ish portion of Texas here. So like portions of, say, just south of Dallas, portions there of, say, near Austin, Texas, a little bit of rain, but to your north, a little bit of freezing rain is anticipated, and some sleet is also anticipated if you are in southeastern and eastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, and south central Missouri. But this is only going to get more intense as we go into the overnight hours, and this is going to be a long duration ice storm event. So let's go forward all the way into about 3 and 4 in the morning for Central and Eastern Time. We got some freezing rain and some snow and some sleet up here in Kentucky, southern Indiana, southern Ohio. Also for western portion there of Tennessee, could get some moderate to heavy freezing rain that is anticipated. This continues all the way through. Take a look at this. This is literally pretty much for, say, Tuesday afternoon, right around 8 and 9 p.m. for Tuesday for central Texas, for central Arkansas. Some light to moderate freezing rain is anticipated, and this is only going to continue right in the same areas, but really it looks to be on Wednesday and Wednesday afternoon. Some of the models still want this area in central Texas to experience quite a bit of freezing rain between Tuesday and Wednesday, which could really lead to widespread power outages, road travel problems. It could be really bad, very hazardous, impossible road travel even in these areas. So this could be a long duration event here in portions of the Ozarks, the deep south like Texas, and portions of the Appalachians. And again, it only takes between about a quarter to a half an inch of rain, leading to widespread power outages and impossible road travel. Speaking of that, here's a look at the latest NAM 12-kilometer as far as the accumulated freezing rain totals go. And again, depending on exactly where you're at, this is going to vary, okay? It's very, very temperature sensitive here, folks. So what you see here is literally a 1 to 5% chance you're going to see these amount of ice fall or ice accumulations on roadways. But nevertheless, you could see at least up to a quarter of an inch to maybe a half an inch in many areas. But based off, again, raw data here, NAM 12-kilometer wants these areas in central and northern Texas anywhere between maybe as much as a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Some areas, maybe even 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. And again, 3/4 of an inch is probably right about like that. That's going to bring down a lot of trees, possible some infrastructure damage. We could see road travel issues, and then possible driving, because a lot of the areas are going to be like ice skating rinks out there. So really take this seriously. Lots of freezing rain. Hey, it matches my mouse color today. Also over here in Arkansas, Tennessee, you might see between about a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Might even see localized amounts up to maybe 6/10 of an inch, 7/10 of an inch. Wouldn't surprise me at all. If you're in Kentucky and central Tennessee here, maybe between a quarter of an inch to maybe almost a third of an inch of ice. So a lot of big problems, so folks. This needs to be taken seriously. On top of that, there's also going to be quite a bit of sleet that is anticipated. Anywhere between about a quarter of an inch to maybe a half an inch of sleet in central Texas, central Oklahoma, northern and central Arkansas, southern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, southern Ohio, central and northern Kentucky, and western Tennessee could get anywhere between, like I said just a bit ago, might see as much as about 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 an inch. And even some areas here could even get close to an inch of ice pellets. That's sleet. That's going to lead to also some road travel problems. You're going to see wintry mix otherwise in these areas between freezing rain, maybe a little bit of snow, maybe a little bit of everything if you are along this corridor. But guarantee is you're not going to see snow in Texas. It's not going to be cold enough aloft for that because the temperature profiles don't allow snow. All right. So now I wanted to show you all the National Weather Service really quickly here because, yeah, there is a lot of areas here that are underneath a winter storm warning. This includes, again, for much of central and northern Texas. This pink on your screen is not really for snow at all. This is going to be for sleet and freezing rain mainly. For central and southeastern portion there of Oklahoma, you're also under a winter storm warning. Ice storm warnings over here in central Arkansas. Also winter storm warnings and ice storm warnings perhaps even for northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, even so it's not highlighted. You could almost say you're going to have an ice storm kind of issue there. Also in western Virginia and Kentucky under winter weather advisories due to some ice accumulations that could lead to power outages. So pretty significant winter storm to say the least. Going to develop here in Texas and track all the way across the Midwest into even portions of the upper Midwest all the way through Wednesday and Thursday. Back west here, we got freeze warnings, freeze watches, wind advisories, wind chill warnings, wind chill advisories up here into the north. So a very active weather pattern to say the least. Now I wanted to show you all, why is there going to be freezing rain? What is behind a lot of this? So when we look at the temperature profile really quickly, we can see with what is all going to happen, right? So we have temperatures that are going to be above freezing. Let's go kind of back into here for Wednesday morning. So, you know, this is at 5,000 feet, right? So temperatures here going to be above freezing. Even at 925 millibars, maybe at or above freezing. But when you get down to the surface here, you have temperatures that are going to be into the low to mid 20s. So any precipitation here, again, would be in the form of freezing rain, because what's going to happen here is you're going to start off as snow underneath the rain cloud, right? And then it's going to melt through that warm layer into rainfall. And then depending on what happens below that, if it's super duper cold, like you get a very extremely cold sublayer, you could get either freezing rain or sleet. Sleet happens when the raindrop freezes in the air before hitting the ground, versus if you get freezing rain, the drop becomes super cold, okay, or what we call super chilled. It's below freezing, but it's still in liquid form. So when it hits the surface, it flash freezes, and that's how you get freezing rain on contact with road surfaces, bridges, sidewalks, anything outdoors on plants, trees, power lines, infrastructure, and that's what leads to a lot of the damage that's going to be taking place. You do get some rebounding temperatures later on by Thursday, which is why it's going to likely be turning into rain slowly, but boy, it is going to be very hazardous to be out on the roadways, okay, when you're doing any traveling. So please keep that in mind. Dangerous road travel is anticipated all the way through Wednesday. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with your family and friends on social media. And as always, my name is David Schlotthauer, and I'll be back with you more soon with more weather content.